Thanks for tuning in to another episode of King Mighty King Media TV, and I'm your host, Double OG Grill Boxing, Ted King. And today we're going to be talking about the upcoming August the 3rd fight for the WBC Super Welterweight Light Middleweight Championship of the World between the champion, Israel Madrimov, and challenger, Terrence Bud Crawford. This will be for the 154-pound WBC Championship of the World. Correction, WBA. And going into this fight, of course, we don't know that much about Israel Madrimov, but we know a whole lot about Terrence Bud Crawford. And that's that he is probably, arguably, in my power list, he's number 2 now, but he's easily can be he can easily be viewed as number 1, and he's going up against Israel Madrimov. Well, a little while ago, I did a video about who I thought, or what I thought would be the most intriguing fight in all of boxing. And that fight was going to be, if it would have occurred, it would have been between Terrence Bud Crawford and the formidable now welterweight champion of the world, Jaron Boots Ennis. So I did a video, and of course
This is your
I will play the
WBC
tape.
Grill Boxing, Ted King. Give us a rundown, Blue Blood Sports TV.
2-division undisputed world champion, the reigning still unified welterweight world champion, superstar boxer who is widely acknowledged and recognized as the #1 pound-for-pound best fighter in the world, in Terrence Bud Crawford. Terrence Bud Crawford is 40 wins, no loss, no draw, 31 wins by way of knockout, 36 years of age, 5'8" with a 74-inch arm reach. It looks like Terrence Crawford is willing now to entertain the possibility of fighting newly crowned IBF welterweight world champion, the phenom as I refer to him, in superstar boxer Jaron Boots Ennis. Jaron Boots Ennis is also 31 wins, no loss and no draw, 28 big wins by way of knockout. He is 26 years of age, 5'10" with a 74-inch arm reach. Jaron Boots Ennis is very, very athletic, very, very versatile, very talented, high ring IQ. The thing Jaron Boots Ennis lacks is simply experience.
What I am saying now is even though we didn't get that fight at 147 pounds in the 140-pound division, what we now have is arguably a fight that is equally as intriguing as the one in regard to styles. In regard to styles, as that Crawford versus Ennis fight. Israel Madrimov presents the exact same challenge at a higher weight division. He is very strong, very fast, very crafty. He comes from an extensive amateur pedigree. So this is not going to be an easy fight, as most people would think, regarding Terrence Bud Crawford going to beat Israel Madrimov. No. This young man, even though he has only 11 pro fights, he has, again, like I said, an extensive he comes from an extensive amateur pedigree. The platform is, of course, going to be for his, Israel Madrimov's, WBA championship at 154 pounds. Now, again, this fight is going to be very intriguing from the perspective that both Terrence Bud Crawford, as we all know, is fights from the orthodox as well as the southpaw stand. Going to be surprising. It's going to surprise you, but so does Israel Madrimov. As a matter of fact, he presents the same dilemma that Jaron Ennis would present to a Terrence Bud Crawford. This is something that for the casual fan, and oftentimes for the pundits who say that they know about these fighters, has not taken a look at. But Israel Madrimov is going to be a formidable fighter. He hasn't had the exposure that, of course, Terrence Bud Crawford has. He's a younger man, of course, and he doesn't have the exposure. But Terrence Bud Crawford, I tip my hat off to him because this is not an easy fight for him. The one thing that he has in his favor, Bud Crawford, is of course he has the experience, and of course he has that IQ, of course, and he has that instinctive ability to counter his opponents when they make a mistake. But we are going up in weight, not down. So now he's fighting against a stronger fighter, arguably stronger than he is, although Terrence Bud Crawford is a very strong individual. And of course, we all know that he's an exceptional athlete. He pretty much can do it. He's an athlete, is what Terrence Bud Crawford is. And so this is what we need to understand. We need to understand that Israel Madrimov is a very good athlete as well. This fight kind of sort of would have probably, if it wasn't for the championship, if it wasn't for a belt, you know, a WBA belt for the junior middleweight super welterweight championship of the world, then I'm sure that this would have went unnoticed. And in fact, it's probably going unnoticed for a lot of the casual fans in boxing. But this is going to be, I've taken a real deep dive on this. I was intrigued because I see some footage of Madrimov, and I had to do a little deeper dive in what he brings to the table. And what he brings to the table is the same as what Jaron Ennis would have brought to the table had the fight had been at 147 pounds. Of course, Jaron Ennis he may arguably be a little bit quicker, but he doesn't hit any harder. And of course, he's not as heavy in terms of the weight as Madrimov. So Madrimov has very good feet too. And that's the one thing, that's the one intangible that these European fighters are starting to develop. Very good feet. And he has very good feet. As a matter of fact, he switches very well, and he switches swiftly. Okay? So now, this fight, again, like I said, is a very intriguing fight. And of course, I'm hesitant to show any footage of Madrimov because of the copyrights that I have been plagued with. The last couple of times I put some footage up in these videos. I don't like to see copyrights of any sort on my videos. Okay, so but I will at the risk of being copyright, I'm going to show a little bit of, I will get a little bit of Madrimov's footage by either video or GIF. All right, with that being said, I'm Double OG Guru of Boxing, Ted King, and to the next one, keep your hands up. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share this video with your friends and family.